Welcome back. 2016 Grappler Fall Classic Elite Division 160-pound finals. Nick Kiussis taking on Ryan Thomas. Both guys out of Ohio, so they're familiar with each other. Thoughts on this match here, JJ?
Yeah, it's a good matchup. It's the 1 and 2 seed here. It's a D1 guy versus a D2 guy in Ohio. Kiussis has been second 3 times. Thomas has been third twice. So two of your better guys from Ohio going at it here. Ryan Thomas from St. Paris, Graham. Obviously Jeff Jordan, they're a national powerhouse there. Kiussis from Brunwick. He's actually got Mike Kulzicki in his corner, former Michigan All-American, running the Wrestling Factory of Cleveland. So I think it's going to be a great match. Kiussis is a returning champ. I think he pinned in the finals here last year, and he's going to try to repeat.
My goal by the end of my wrestling career is to find someone from Ohio that doesn't have a Jordan-trained shirt, knee pad, sweatshirt, or shorts.
Good luck.
Kiussis in the red, Thomas in the green. More orange than red, but either way, the Wrestling Addicts gear provided and sponsored the 2016 Grappler Fall Classic here, the Kellogg Arena in Battle Creek, Michigan. Cereal City, USA.
Looked like Thomas was close to scoring there on the edge. Kiussis actually able to kick out of bounds and circle back in. Typically when you wrestle a Graham guy, you can expect to hand fight hard for 6 minutes. They're real technical, and they wrestle really hard. They want to fight you. So that's I'm sure he's aware of that and ready to go.
Kiussis currently ranked 16th in the country by FlowWrestling.org.
Thomas not yet ranked, but he'll have plenty of opportunities with the schedule. Graham wrestles, a lot of exposure. They're at the Ironman. They're going to wrestle the best teams in the country.
Year in and year out, perennial powerhouse.
Another shot there by Thomas. He's close here. Might run out of room.
Yeah, not enough real estate. We're at Oklahoma State or Iowa. They're still wrestling for another 20 yards. I was reading a tweet from bloodround.com, and
a couple West Michigan guys.
Yes, sir. And they were saying Tommy won a state title in 1992 on these mats. So they're saying the Kellogg Arena has got use of their wrestling mats.
It's funny you say that. We actually came in last night. They were setting up. There was a concert here. Well, I don't know if you call it. It wasn't a big venue, let's put it that way. But they were unrolling the mats, and me and Corbin Boone, who coaches with me and Tony at Brighton, we looked at each other and said, how long have these mats been here? Because we remember wrestling on them, you know, right around that time. We see pictures in our high schools of our teams wrestling on these same exact mats. Good investment.
I'd say so. 25 years later. Either way, second period underway, 1:43 on the clock.
It's a good lift return by Thomas. If you can return him on the edge and waste, 10, 15 seconds, build that riding time up, that's huge in a match like this that I think is going to be, maybe a one takedown match.
And that's smart with his left foot. The right foot, as he kept that in bounds, because as we mentioned before, and I'll mention it again, if you're just now joining us, college rules other than the sudden victory, we're wrestling on the out-of-bounds line, we're using riding time.
Kiussis kind of exploded into him there, almost like an elevator type thing, and just kind of got his hips through, and it looked like Thomas was gonna have a real good spiral claw there. But Kiussis just used some of his athleticism to take the early lead and keep that riding time under a minute.
55 seconds left here, period number 2. Out of bounds. These guys are wrestling on the edge.
Nice shot by Thomas.
And this could be trouble. No points? Are they? What are we going to do here?
Looks like they gave it 2-1, so that's what I was trying to figure out too. Short dump. Kiussis rolled through. Never stopped moving.
Good job of the referees allowing them to wrestle as well. I thought Kiussis was in some trouble.
Well, he's back on a leg here, and if he can get that across, and just like he's doing right now, and get behind, I think he might run out of time, though. 2-2 after 2. Thomas has choice. I imagine he's going down here.
Heading to the third with 39 seconds of riding time. He's going to go on his feet. Interesting choice. Those Ohio guys, you know they can ride like no other. Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. If I was ever wrestling one of them, put me on my feet.
The good thing about Thomas in this situation, if he gets a takedown and can, grind it out for a little bit, it's almost like a 3-point takedown with getting that riding time up. So maybe that's what he's thinking. Also, I think Kiussis is pretty good on top, so he wanted to stay away from that.
The riding time actually went up to 40 seconds. Now, it was at 39, so a free second here or there's always welcomed. 4 matches left after this. 171, 189, 215, and the big boys. Thank you guys very much for joining us. Eric Olenowski joined alongside J.J. Johnson. The walking book of wrestling facts to the left of me.
I'll give you that. That's a fair one.
7th annual Grappler Fall Classic. Use the hashtag #GetSome. You see it on the back of the championship apparel, the shorts, the shirt. Hashtag #GetSome. Hashtag GFC 2016. 7th year. We've had 13 two-time champions, if I'm not mistaken.
Somewhere in there. I can't remember. And we've had a couple today, which is nice. Kiussis is going to try to be a two-timer here if he can put together an attack within the last 30 seconds and get this final takedown.
Third period, looks like they're just going to ride this one out. Stay smart, stay composed, stay in good position.
Good hustle to the corner, but Thomas was able to square up. We're headed to OT.
OT.
Is this our first OT match?
Yes, sir.
I think it might be.
This is. If I was to,
nice shot by Kiussis.
I was going to say, if I was to tell you we'd have more pins than overtime matches, would you call me a liar?
I would. And he's going to get it here, I think. Oh, Thomas is squaring up. Good hips by Thomas. Kiussis up to a bear hug. We can get his...
And there you have the two.
I think they're letting him wrestle through. Well, for college rules, that's 2 on no reaction time, but I don't think that's the case. They let him wrestle through it, and Kiussis had him on his butt around the waist. No takedown, though. No challenge. Well, there's not a challenge, but no argument. And we're back at it again.
Would you have called it too?
I don't know. I'm a horrendous ref. I'm not. I give credit to those guys. It's a tough spot to be in. You're never going to be right.
10 seconds left here. So we'll jump to 30 seconds and 30 seconds. If nobody scores, continuous action. So that's 7 minutes of wrestling. Let's head to 30 seconds. So that'll be Thomas's choice.
So they're going to take the riding time off here, and they're not counting up, right? It's just 2 30-second periods, highest score, and if they're tied, they go to a flip.
Yes, sir. Trying to figure out whose choice it is. It looks like it
Whoever
is
scored first. So
Thomas's choice.
I think it was Kiussis, actually. I think he got the escape, and then Thomas got the takedown, and Kiussis got the escape. But it doesn't matter. It's 30 seconds in either position.
This is where you have to stay in.
Yeah, it's good return. These overtimes, you got to be savvy. You know, you got to drop to a leg. You got to lift. You got to know where you're at on the edge.
It's all about understanding the situations. You haven't been hit for stalling, so automatically right there you get 10 seconds taken off the clock. That's
I don't know if anyone's been dinged in the finals, so we've had a lot of good action. Kiussis gets to a cross body, and they're going to let him wrestle through it. Thomas almost out. Kiussis doing a nice job returning. He's gonna end his 30 seconds on top. Great ride.
So now it comes down. Can Kiussis get out? Kiussis gets set. Thomas covers.
And there's that hop over from the claw position. And he slides that leg in where he's comfortable. That's a reversal with 15 seconds left. That might do it. Good hips, good athleticism on that claw defense.
Continuing to work those hips up.
And he's going to ride it out, a 4-2 winner in the tiebreakers, Nick Kiussis from Brunswick. Another two-timer for the GFC. He beats Ohio foe Ryan Thomas in the finals.
171 coming up next.